Hi families, this is Mr. Bowers. I'm just going to walk you through our Gold Team page very quickly. If you are not hooked into Schoology, you won't be able to see this Gold page, but I would encourage you to get a hold of the school office and get some information on how you can access Schoology just like the students do. We have parent accounts that allow you to see all this stuff. So right at the top of our Gold Team page, you'll see just a little cartoon version of each of the core teachers. When you click on each teacher, that takes you to their individual team page. For instance, here's my page where I post assignments, and usually our assessments and tests and quizzes are there as well. I'm going to go ahead back to the Gold Team page. Right below the teacher links are some other links of common things that our students may need. A very important part of our Gold Team page is the homework feed right here. As you scroll right down, you can see by the date each class that had any homework assigned and when it would be due. Typically it'd be due the next day unless indicated otherwise. And it's a running list, so students who are absent can certainly go back and find out what was missed. So the landing page for this 6 Gold Team page is this materials page, but we also have an update page where from time to time we will post important announcements for students. For instance, in our advisory this week, we talked about the website Safe to Say. So I went ahead and updated what we talked about in advisory, as well as a link to the Safe to Say website. A couple other things that we've put down on our Gold Team page: a sticky note signal, a system that the teachers are using in class for students who might be disruptive. We also have a pod detention for students who make repeated poor choices or aren't ready for class. So that's been posted there. Here's just a reminder of things students need to have for class every day. And a couple other things that we go over, such as our Bluetooth needs to be on, or emailing is really only for academic purposes and teachers unless given permission. So we have a lot of different updates that we go through on our Gold Team page. And again, if you are not a part of our Gold Team page or on Schoology as a parent, please contact the school office. They can get you set up with the proper credentials to be able to log in and see what's going on Schoology.
Hello, parents and students. This is Miss Callahan, the 6th grade Gold math teacher. One of the things I thought would be really valuable for parents and guardians to hear about from me is how can you help your learner at home? Whether they're struggling on something that we're doing in math class, whether they were absent, whether they zoned out during class, and when they get home, they're like, I don't really remember what we did, or I need a refresher. I really want to share with you a tool that I've been developing over the last few years to help students and families. And sometimes parents say, I didn't even know that was there. And so I want to share it with you tonight. So basically what I have here in front of you is we're on my Schoology homepage, our math homepage, with your own Schoology access. Or you can just go in with your student, have your student log on for you each night and take you through it. But it's nice sometimes for parents to have their own access. So here we are. The big M for math is my page for math. And I don't have anything really fancy here. It's pretty bare bones, but you'll see that we are completed units 1 and 2. We are currently working in unit 3 right now. So let's just focus on unit 3. So students know that in each unit, if you drill down on the unit name, there will always be a lesson video folder. I will teach a lesson live in class, and then that same day, I will upload the video that goes along with it. The video will be, of course, shorter than my lesson. It cuts right to the chase, gets right down to the skill. So if you drill down on Unit 3 lesson videos, you will see so far we've done 2 different lessons. On October 7th, we did a lesson titled Ratios, And then on October 8th, we did a lesson called equivalent ratios. So here's the deal. Students know that if they are absent, they are to visit this folder automatically. So if they're absent and they're up to it, they get on Schoology, they go to this folder and they say, okay, it was October 8th, it's October 8th. Oh, look, there's a new video. So that triggers them to know they must have done something new today. Now, if a student was absent on a day and there's no video, there's no date, that means we didn't learn anything new and they don't have a new video to watch. If they come home from school and say, I was confused today, I zoned out, I wasn't feeling well, you can get on here with them and say, what's the date? Oh, it's October 7th. Wait a minute, there's a video here from October 7th. Let's watch this again. Sometimes seeing something for the second time can help a student. Sometimes parents are like, I don't remember this 6th grade math. Let me watch the video with you, and then I can help you with your homework. When you drill down on the video, you can hit continue here, and it's going to pop you out to my YouTube channel and take you through. It's me. This is my hand, my pen, our packet, and it's going to take you through whatever examples we're doing that day to get the point across. This particular video is a little longer. 20 minutes is long. I try not to usually go above 10 minutes. The reason this one's a little bit longer is I was actually absent that day, and so I wanted to make sure kids really got what they needed while I wasn't there, and they had a substitute. So that's what that video looks like. They all look like this. So definitely use that as a resource. Please, like I said, it's a crime if parents don't know that these videos exist. Now, what do you do after that? So you watch the video. Now, the next thing you can do is, and this is not going to be on my page, this is going to be over on our Gold Team page. So if you go to courses, and all the kids have access to the Gold Team page. If you scroll a little bit down, we have our daily homework. So let's say, for example, do you notice October 9th here? So the two videos you just saw were October 7th and 8th. Did you notice there was not a video for October 9th? That's because on October 9th, we were practicing the same skill from October 8th. We were practicing it again, so no new information. But you can see there is a math homework assignment. So on October 9th in math, the students had to do page 12 in their unit packet, numbers 4 and 5. So this is also a great way if you've been asking your learner, do you have math homework? No, we don't have math homework. Do they? You can check here each and every day on the Gold Team page. Under math, you can see different assignments, different categories. So my students, when they're absent, there's just two places they need to visit. It's the video folder and the homework page. And that can really help. Anything you can do at home, parents, anything you can do at home to double check, cross check. I can't follow them home. So when they come in without their homework done the next day, they can always go back and do it later. But it's kind of a wash, and you having your eyes on the other side of things at home, just double checking would just be amazing. If you've noticed that they're struggling in math, the grade isn't where you or they want it to be, maybe you make it a habit to say, hey, I know you were in class today, great, but now we're going to go into these lesson videos here. We're going to find the date. Let's go look at this ratio video. Let's have you watch it again. This one's 5 minutes. Let's watch it together. And now let's tackle that homework. It just would work wonders.
I am Dillian Miller. I'm your child's ELA teacher. I'm here to offer a reminder about the quarterly book battle. At the beginning of the year, students were introduced to our marking period goal of reading different books in our free time. The goal for me as the teacher is to expand reading horizons for students, help them to build reading stamina, find books they actually enjoy reading, and engage in a competition within our class. So each class on Monday will write down different books that they've read throughout that week, and we have a tally on the board of how many books each class has read as a whole. At the end of the marking period, the amount of books for the amount of students will be averaged, and then the class who's read the most books overall will receive some sort of whole class reward for that. So that's been put in place to help incentivize reading in free time. These are the guidelines for books. So as you're helping your child determine what books they should read, here are my guidelines for them. Books should be more, if possible, than 150 pages. However, if there are any sorts of concerns, please let me know. I'm very flexible with this because my biggest goal is that they just enjoy reading. If a book is 350 pages or more, we do count it as 2 books. And the expectation is to read 6 books each quarter. And it's going to be included in a very small independent reading grade. I've selected genre requirements for each quarter just to, again, help with that expansion of reading horizons so they don't just get stuck in reading solely graphic novels. I make 3, and then students will choose 3 genre choices of their own. If students enjoy audiobooks, I also have permitted 2 audiobooks to count in the student choice section. Maybe they're not big readers, but to have a little bit of a compromise there to be able to just listen to a story, to, again, engage in hearing different sorts of vocabulary and enjoying literature. So that is something that has been going since the beginning of the year, and the expectation as well is for students to read at least 15 minutes each night, just to spend a little bit of time maybe before they're playing games or on their phones or something like that, even on the bus on the way home, if they don't get too motion sick, to spend some time reading. So here's what the sheet looks like for them. They put their name here, and this first marking period, the quarterly book battle, is due on the 28th. That's right a little bit before the end of that marking period. And the expectation was a mystery book, a historical fiction book, and then a realistic fiction. And the others, students would be able to choose their own. And then if you, as the parent, would be able to just sign that your child has read the books that are mentioned above, and here I'll put a stamp to check in with them each week to make sure that they're reading, okay? If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'd love to help answer them. Happy reading.
Attendance is very important in 6th grade. Of course, we understand if there are reasons for illness or a trip that students might not be here. However, it is their responsibility to complete the work that is missed when they're not in school. To do this, students should use Schoology. That's our hub where we keep information. They go to the 6 Gold page, and from there, they should check in with each of their teachers to see what they missed when absent. For example, on Mr. Bowers' page, he has a folder labeled Absent Folder that students, when they click on it, can find the day of their absence, read the directions, and complete the appropriate assignment. Similarly, on Literacy page, there is a folder labeled Check What You Missed When Absent with directions of how to use it. If you click on the folder, you find the week that you were absent. The teacher gives directions as well as the resources. Follow those directions and complete the assignments. Each teacher has a similar process. So when you're absent, you're not checking only the homework list here because homework is after classwork. Classwork is listed on each teacher's Schoology page.